What is going on, everyone? I want to hop on here really quick because we've been getting a question about our new Asset Tactical jeans from a lot of people. And in the original debut video for the jeans, it was something that was not quite grasped by a lot of people. So what I want to do today is put this video out there. The team came to me and said, can you do a video explaining the Velcro patch on the back of the jeans that so many people are asking about? And it's a feature I put in there after talking to some of the people that I've trained with around the world that are not wearing a uniform per se, but are definitely in a tactical role, and I'll leave it at that. So the jeans were designed for people in those scenarios. So let me give you a little bit of a background. The jeans were designed to not look like tactical jeans. They look like everyday jeans. However, they have a lot of features that you can't really see as part of the benefit of the jeans and the features, okay? So what a lot of people ask is, there's a Velcro area. Now it's not the hook side, the loop side Velcro on the back of the jeans. And a lot of people get the jeans and they love all the features. There's a little compartment on the inside, elastic, where you could hold a weapon, you could hold handcuffs. There's hidden pockets within the jeans for magazines. So a lot, AR mags, pistol mags. So a lot of people said, well, what's the Velcro for? So I'm going to go over that today. So I'm going to quick adjust the camera here. This is the benefit of just doing this myself with Sans camera crew. I could just hop on here, okay? So you're going to see on the back of the jeans here, there's a little Velcro patch, okay? Right there. Black Velcro. It's about, I'd say about 2 inches wide, okay? And I'll come up a little closer so you guys can see. Okay, so everyone's asking, what is that for? What is that for? Okay, so I'm going to explain today what that is for. Now, if you are in a situation where maybe you are just out and about, you're every day, you're with your family, or maybe you're doing one of these jobs that I spoke about where you have to have concealed weapons and gear on you, but it can't be overt to the public, right? Because of what you're doing. So the jeans have a built-in, so maybe you have, I'll back up here a little bit, maybe you have a weapon on you, appendix carry weapon, maybe you have your weapon at 3 or 430, where some people like to carry, whatever it may be, however it may be, and maybe you have maybe a tourniquet, maybe some other stuff. Well, let's just say for now it's a concealed weapon, okay? And now, of course, you'll have your shirt tucked out, covering everything. You want to make sure that shirt's nice and loose, you're not printing, which maybe right now with this shirt and this large dummy gun that I have. Okay, that aside, now something happens. There's an event occurs, and now you need to switch over and get into a situation where you're more tactically prepared for what's happening around you. There's an active killer, active shooter, whatever it might be, whatever you call it, you need to now get the people you're protecting out of there, your family, whatever it might be. Now, a lot of these people that the jeans were designed for, when they have their vehicle nearby, they have a belt in their vehicle. And this is, I'm going to give you an example of a belt right here. I'm going to go off camera. And sometimes they also have body armor. So they'll have some body armor in their vehicle that they can throw on. And a lot of times they'll have a belt in their vehicle. So I'm going to just put this body armor down here, and I'm sure it's going to fall in a little bit, but that's okay. And you have your belt. Now, most of the time, these belts are set up. They have it set up with mags. It's the 221B Paladin belt. They'll have some mag pouches over here. There's obviously MOLLE around the entire belt. So you could load this belt out with whatever you want. But surely what is going to be on it is a regular holster. In this case, you have a drop holster. It could be any holster you want, okay? So typically these belts come with an inner belt that has loop Velcro here. And then there's the outer belt that goes over, this goes through your belt loops in your pants, and then this goes over that and locks in, okay? However, most of the time, people are not walking around wearing a belt like this with their pants. It would just be weird. Most people aren't doing that. If you see here, I'm gonna put this down for a second, and if you see here, I'm wearing a belt. Maybe it's more tactical than a regular belt, but sometimes I just wear a leather belt. But this belt here is just a, you know, has a nice feel to it, has Velcro. However, it's just a regular, normal belt. This belt here by my friend Dom, Dynamis Alliance, beautiful belt. Okay, but it doesn't offer that Velcro on the outside like that inner gun belt, right? So there's a little bit of a breakdown there. So now if the situation arises that I have to now quickly throw this gun belt on because there's an active killer, active shooter, shots being fired, whatever it may be, I need to throw this on. So now what I don't have the time to do is to take this belt off. I'm gonna bring this down again. Okay, I'm gonna take this weapon out of the inner holster of the jeans. I'm gonna put this down. What I don't have the time to do is to take this belt off and then go ahead and weave this new belt on so that I can then put my gun belt on and it'll lock in like it's meant to do, right? So what this Velcro patch here on the back now gives me the ability to do is just pull my shirt up a little bit, just like you see here, so that Velcro patch is exposed. Now I can quickly grab this out of my car. Now, obviously, I still have my belt on that I was wearing, my everyday belt. This could be a leather belt. It could be whatever belt you want. It's just a normal, regular belt. Maybe you have a big belt buckle because you're a rodeo champion, you never know. So now I'm able to now just take this belt, and now I have that Velcro on the back, so I can now bring this around and put this belt on, and you'll see it locks right in to that. And if you want to get a good sure fit on it, you could just kind of press it on, and there you go, okay? So now you have the ability to throw this belt on very quickly, and it is locked in here. You see, it is not going anywhere. Just a little press, it's on. And now what I can do is quickly, if I want to strap this on, you guys get the picture, you know. Now I'm gonna strap this on. I'm just gonna throw one over here real quick, just for show, okay? And get my weapon system in there, and that's it. I'm ready to go. This belt is not going anywhere. Now, of course, you might say, well, there's nothing in the front holding it, but you're gonna have your mag pouches here. You're gonna be able to run and move and shoot with this belt, just with this Velcro back here holding that. And this is tight. To take this off, I gotta really pry my fingers in there. So just a little, throw it on, a little squeeze, and that's it. So that's the purpose of the Velcro on that belt. So you can quickly take your traditional gun belt, and now, and you're gonna hear this, how I have to pull this off. Okay, so a question just came in. Why would you do that if you're already carrying? Okay, that's a great question. A lot of people ask that, and you know, it's funny. I asked that same question to some of these people that work overseas or even work domestically, and they do these covert protection details, what have you. So if you're just walking around plain clothes, right, and you're not looking obvious, right? So you just have a t-shirt, jeans, and that's it. And you probably have your weapon concealed. Like I said, you know, concealed, I carry appendix, and that's it. You might have a mag on you. You might have a spare mag on you, of course, and that's it, okay? But now, that is for a quick everyday carry, okay? But now maybe you're with people you're protecting, whatever it may be. and now something serious goes down, like a serious event. Like I said, you have an active shooter, active killer. In that moment, if you have access to your vehicle and now you have to now jump into action, you don't want to now go after this person that may be armed with an AR-15, may be armed with multiple weapons. There may be multiple subjects that are shooting. You don't want to go into that fight with your one mag in your pants pocket and your appendix holster and your gun out, right? That's not bad, but what would be better is if you just got a little bit of a kit on and a little bit of a setup on. Once again, that's why a lot of these guys carry plate carriers with them. If the you-know-what hits the fan, they throw their plate carrier on. If they have it with them, they don't just continue. They don't just get it. If it hits the fan, they don't go into the gunfight, into the battle with just their appendix holster and their one mag. No, they have stuff set up in their vehicle nearby with their kit put together, okay? If they don't have body armor, a lot of these guys, most of them had body armor, but some of them didn't have body armor, but what they always had was a quick little gun belt set up, stacked with mags, right? There's a few mags on there, maybe a couple other things. Some of them had a little IFAK on the back of it, and this was their little kit set up, ready to go. However, the breakdown with these belts was they work with this hook Velcro on the inside. So they require you to have that loop belt on first before you put this belt on around it. And that takes time. The typical belt that most of these guys were wearing was not your like loop belt, okay? Sometimes it looked not casual, if you would. So, let's see, I run a belt setup that allows me to rip an outer belt off and throw on a full battle belt. So if you have a belt that has built-in loop Velcro along the outside of it, and that's your everyday belt, well, nothing beats that. Then essentially you're wearing a belt like this, okay? It's just a loop Velcro belt. But that wasn't the belt a lot of these guys were wearing on an everyday basis. Some of them were wearing just like a normal leather belt. Okay, so, or some of them were wearing just a knit belt like I'm wearing. So, and that's very common. That's very, very common. So that was the purpose of it. Once again, this was not put there as your plan A, right? This was put there as a just throw in there as a plan B. If the you-know-what hits the fan, it was there to quickly throw this on should you not be just walking around with a inner gun belt, an inner tactical gun belt. If you just don't happen to be wearing one of these and you happen to be wearing a normal belt, well then that Velcro area on the jeans is there for you to help secure this gun belt, which many people, as someone just commented, many people have this as their primary setup in their vehicle. They just have a little gun belt set up with a couple of things on it, holster, obviously, so they don't have to now go into a gunfight with an appendix holster, right? They have, a regular holster or a drop holster, and they're ready to more effectively go into the fight. Okay, that's it. One of these is a lot better than just going in with your t-shirt and pants. Okay, so that's the reason. A lot of people have been asking, what's that Velcro for? That's what that Velcro is for. So you can throw one of these on quickly and have it locked to your body in a is it 100%? No, it's not 100%. But I'll tell you what, and there's video that I did where I can lock this in on that Velcro on the back and clip this in on the front, and it's fully loaded with mags and holster, and lock it in, and I could run full speed. I can go over a fence, I could squat down, lay down, get up, and it doesn't move. And that is a huge benefit when seconds count, when bullets are flying and seconds count. It's a great benefit to be able to just throw this on real quick and not worry about not having to put this on or already have it on. So it allows you to wear just like, if you want to wear a regular leather belt, a regular metal buckle, and look like a normal human being, it allows you to do that, okay? So that's the whole premise of the Velcro on the back of the jeans. Now, there's a lot of other features in the jeans that were explained in the first video. I'm gonna dump this stuff down really quick. That, I hope Facebook doesn't ban me for plastic. It's a fake, it's a red gun, it's fake. A lot of people asking about that. That's the whole premise of that. Like I said, the jeans have a ton of other features. I'm gonna show you, you know, it has hidden pockets here for mags, here. It has the AR mag pockets in the back up here, and then there's pistol mag hidden pockets in here. So there's a whole lot of stuff that the jeans offer that you can't see on the outside, because the whole premise is you don't want to be that guy that walks into a room or walks onto a plane and everyone's looking and like, look at those pants. They pretty much look like tactical cargo pants trying to look like jeans. That's really not the point of blending in with your surroundings and not sticking out. So one of the features, and a lot of, you know, someone said something earlier about, well, what if you have your shirt tucked in? I'll tell you right now, these jeans were not designed for someone who is wearing their shirt tucked in, because if you have your shirt tucked in, how are you carrying a concealed weapon? They're, you know, designed for those who are carrying concealed weapons. I mean, obviously you can wear them if you're not, but that's the whole premise of it. And having stuff concealed along your waistline, your belt line, and therefore you would have your shirt tucked out. Of course, when you have your shirt tucked out, you're able to conceal everything, and you want to make sure everything's nice and covered up. And then obviously you want to clear that fabric and draw your weapon, and there you go. So most people, for the people who said, oh, what if you tuck your shirt in, you're missing the point of what the jeans are made for. I'm not saying that you can't tuck your shirt in, although I don't know, really, I don't know. You might, maybe you tuck your shirt in with your jeans, I don't know. Everyone has different fashion sense or lack thereof, but that's a whole nother video on a whole nother channel. So that's it. I'm gonna see how obvious is a loadout if you have gear in all the pockets. My experience is that if you have a full loadout, let's see what this person said. Jared Wayne, my experience is that if you have a full loadout in the pockets, it's glaringly obvious. Jared, you're not wrong. Obviously, you got to be careful when you carry. I mean, you can carry certain things to a certain degree, but you're right. At some point, if your jeans are loaded out with 2 AR mags and 3 pistol mags, yeah, you're not going to be able to really blend in with your surroundings. You're going to stick out. Now, if you have a situation where something happens, something goes down, and now you have to jump into action, and maybe you get to your vehicle or you get to your bag, and now you want to stack your pockets with some mags so you're ready to go and ready to get in the fight, and you have some spare mags on you. Yeah, that's the whole premise of it. But I don't think anyone is saying that you're going to put multiple AR mags and multiple pistol mags into these pants and walk around and no one's gonna notice. That's not realistic. These jeans are designed to carry those things in the event you enter a situation and you need to have those things on you. But for every day when you're grocery shopping, you're at the mall with your family, whatever it may be, yeah, you're not walking around with all that stuff. Yeah, obviously you might have a weapon concealed if you live in an area that allows you to conceal a weapon. Yeah, you might have a weapon concealed, and I don't know, maybe you might have a mag in one of your pockets and you have a shirt you know, covering it, maybe, or you maybe have a mag in your appendix holster. A lot of appendix holsters, as you know, you carry your weapon and you carry one mag, and then you pull your shirt over and that's it. And that might be the extent of it. And you're right, if you turn around and there's multiple AR mags sticking out of the pockets in the back, you're gonna look, it's gonna obviously be, you're gonna stand out quite a bit. So that's not what they're designed for, to conceal all those things. They're designed to carry all those things in the situation that you may need to access all those things. So you jump into action, you can load out your jeans and know that maybe you don't have a plate carrier on you, or you can load your AR mags into your chest rig. Okay, now you can load them into your jeans and get into the fight. So I hope that answers that question. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, if at that point the gun belt would make sense, but maybe you don't have the gun belt. Maybe your only option is to stuff in the pockets. I mean, I know, we've all seen on the news situations where guys get into some sort of incident, and yeah, they're just stuffing mags in their pockets and they're just trying to jump in the fight to do what they need to do. If they have access to a gun belt, great, put the gun belt on and get in the fight. If you have access to a plate carrier in your vehicle and you have the ability to hold mags on that plate carrier, great, throw that plate carrier on, get your mags loaded, maybe it's already loaded out, and get in the fight. Of course, you know, this is not a, a one-off thing. Tony Trimble, thank you so much. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, this is not a catch-all where if you have the jeans, you don't need anything else. No one is saying that, and no one has the perfect solution for every scenario. If you might have a plate carrier in your vehicle, you may have a belt setup like I just showed you. You may have nothing. You may have nothing. Maybe you have a bag in your vehicle, or maybe you have an ammo can in your vehicle that just happens to have a few mags in it, and you know you gotta go. So what do? You take those mags, you put them into the pockets that are on these jeans designed to carry mags, and you go. You get in the fight. That's it. If you have other stuff, you use it. If you don't, well, then you got to go with what you got. If someone is there harming people, or maybe trying to harm the people you're with, you got to just go with what you have. So I'm not saying these jeans are the catch-all. There's features in the jeans, and let me say this, obviously there's many other tactical jeans out there that allow you to carry AR mags and stuff like that, okay? We're not the first there. We are the first to have the jeans that allow you to carry all that stuff and more, and those features are in the main video. We are the first with that, but once again, we're never gonna tell you that, oh, if you get these jeans, you're good, you don't need anything else. Forget it. You don't need a plate carrier, you don't need a gun belt, you don't need... These jeans are just one tool in an array of tools that can maybe help you survive a situation where things are going south. That's it. Rather be in that battle with a pair of jeans that happens to hold mags, happens to hold AR pistol mags, happens to hold tourniquet and med gear, has internal holster for your weapon. I'd rather have a pair of jeans that I have the option, and if I don't need to use those options on the jeans, and I have other things like I have a gun belt, I have a plate carrier, I have all that stuff, great, that's awesome, and I tell you, use that stuff. But if you're, things are happening dynamically, and you have the jeans, you have something to add into your quiver, if you would. And that's what these jeans were designed for. Once again, they're not a catch-all and the end-all be-all, just one little extra tool. So, okay, I hope that helps explain the Velcro on the back of the jeans and how it works and how it may be a benefit to you in certain situations. Thanks, everyone. Of course, we sold out of the jeans 3 times over. We got them back in stock now, so we'll put the link below if you want to check them out, read the reviews. US CCA just did an awesome write-up in their magazine about the Asset Tactical jeans, so check that out. We'll throw that link below as well. If you're going to be watching this on YouTube post-production, we'll throw in a little clip. The team will throw in a clip like probably here or here with a link to that article and the video for the Asset Tactical jeans, going over some of the other features of it. Thank you everyone for watching. Remember, always watch their hands, watch your 6, always head on a swivel, and get home safe. We'll see you next time.